Hi, I started working on my composition for Swarm, and I've returned back to the figure. This has been a recent development where I've been included figures in my paintings. I originally started out as way back when uh, really interested in portraits and figures, and I that really was my first love. That's really what I wanted to do. The notion of capturing an image of someone and the skill involved and so forth. But one of the problems with postmodernism was the questioning of what were you actually conveying? Were you truly conveying the essence of the individual, or were you projecting onto that individual your own agenda, your own concerns? Also, if the individual is aware of you painting them, they are also presenting a certain image of themselves that may not be their true self. Rembrandt generated the whole concept of capturing the essence of an individual, and since then, artists have tried to really capture that, but that all became under scrutiny during the postmodern era, when the notion of what image was being projected according to whose agenda really came into question. And it really, those questions really put a halt to my painting. I couldn't figure out a solution to it. How do you how do you address those issues to be relevant? Uh, could you do portrait painting or figure paintings that are relevant, or are they simply just propaganda being put out by the artist or by the sitter or by even a third party? Who are you really seeing? Who that image that's being portrayed to you, is that really them or someone else's agenda for what that person should stand for? So I didn't have a solution to that, and so my recourse was to move away from it. I started looking at landscapes and architecture as reflection of people's intentions, their personalities. Why does someone like a ranch house convert to a modern house? It's a reflection of their values, of who they are. The architect, the person who originally buys them, how do they decorate the landscape, the house? How is streets and parks and landscapes? They're all a reflection of our values and our particular view of the world at the time. So I used architecture and landscape as a stand-in for the individual that I was trying to capture. And that's been the focus for most of my painting life. Now I'm sort of returning to that, and the sorry, let me go back. So the answer that happened, which occurred several years after I stopped painting portraits, was a sort of a primitive cartoon approach to art. Neil Rauch and Dana Schutz in New York City, and Neil is from East Germany. He was trained prior to the Berlin Wall coming down, and he uses propaganda Soviet style artwork as a way to create commentary and sort of a mystical future dystopia world commentary on individuals and society. It's quite, I love his work. It's quite amazing. Dana took the other approach that developed, which was to reject trying to capture the true nature, but to do as a cartoon artist is a caricature of an individual. And while hers weren't portraits of a particular person in general, the notion of the figure was done in sort of a cartoon form. She now got quite abstract and distorted and almost grotesque figures in her paintings, but her skill at painting is amazing. She really knows how to move paint around on the canvas, particularly oils. And so that was what the solution was to the problem, is you gave up trying to capture the real individual. You tried to then do a caricature, whether it was through propaganda, art, or through sort of a cartoonish cartoon artwork. Now I'm returning to it, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to, again, solve this problem that stumped me before. And I'm not trying to think about it too much because it just is sort of overwhelming. But that's the approach that I'm doing. The last few paintings I've looked at this issue, and yeah, so that's how I'm approaching the swarm painting. It's a continuation of a theme that I've developed over the last few paintings, and I'm going to continue on. Again, I'm trying to represent what I'm currently doing and not try to produce something that's not representative of my current artwork. Okay, till next time, take care. Bye.